He is Classic. And spawning up to the top left-hand corner as our blue Zerg, it is Jaedong. Currently 1 game down, not having the best of times. Classic, very formidable PvZ. And if Jaedong wants to see the light of day into a 3rd game, he's going to have to try and find routes to transition a little bit more cautiously. Classic hit a great timing and really got punished for it. And look at this, Jaedong being extremely thorough about his scouting. Either that or he's just going to go straight for a gold base. Oh my god. He's actually going hatchery first at the gold base. Jaedong, you're a crazy man. All right, well, Classic. If Classic gets in here and sees that there's a lack of, where's that drone going? Where's that drone going? Oh, he's making it look like, oh, you're cheeky. You are cheeky. And now Classic's like, wait a minute. Don't you do that. Nasty. Okay, so interesting. Second drone actually comes down as well. Wait. Okay, so he is going to go spawning pool. There was this fleeting moment of thought in my head where I was like, is he really going to go double hatch before pool against a gateway opener? But no, he's not. Because that would have blown my mind and actually been quite cool on a map like this. Because right now, I mean, this hasn't been spotted. The one thing that could happen, though, is that he's still trying to block this off. And Classic right now, I'm under the impression that he can't feel as if he's blocked this off for so long. Like, there has to be something else going on. The drone would have been more aggressive about that. He's going to go up to the goal base. Yeah, this makes perfect sense. And now he sees it. So he's like, yeah, fooled me. But hello, Classic. He goes for the gold base as well. Okay, this is quite cool. This is quite interesting indeed. So now, one thing that does come to light is that Jaedong spots this very, very quickly. And is he going to do anything to try and punish it is the question. The thing is that with the Mothership Core, this... you know, before the Mothership Core was really implemented, I think that this would have just been the most impossible thing to ever do. But now with it here, now with it being present, you can just sit this across. Yes, of course, there's going to be 6 Zerglings out, and if there was only a Zealot or something like that, then it would have been very, very difficult to really hold on. But with the Mothership Core provides you that defensive capability, and Classic's controlling this very well, actually keeping good vision on the Zerglings and making sure that he can deny any good positioning that these Zerglings would want, be it to threaten that natural at the goal base, or be it to threaten the main. So, 3rd base is going to go down for Jaedong. This game is going to unfold a little bit weirdly, and all my timings are going to be thrown off because both players have a goal base so early. So we're really going to have to kind of play this one on the fly, especially since Classic just got a robo. What? Is he going to hit some kind of 2-base timing off this? This is... All right, anyway. I wasn't really expecting robo. Look how quick this Immortal comes out. Okay, so either Classic is going to try and hit something 2-basey, or he's anticipating a Roach Warren. Either way, this is a pretty cool move. I do like the addition of Immortals very quickly, because the Roach Warren that we're seeing actually already thrown down here for Jaedong is hidden up to the top left-hand corner. It's not really in a defensive position to like maybe wall something off. He's just getting that down. He's getting the Evolution Chamber as well. All of this is in the main, where maybe Classic doesn't actually spot. Chrono Boost is being focused on this robo facility. And if you think from a Protoss mind in this game, it's been a bit of a wacky opener from both players. Even the layers morphing in at the gold. It's been a bit of a wacky opener. So Classic, as the Protoss player, he's like, yeah, okay, you know, you've got 3 bases. Maybe your macro gets a little bit stronger than mine at that beginning stage. What do I do to keep myself defended, or even just go for the aggression itself? And he's thinking, well, you're probably going to go for Roach Warren. You're probably going to try and do something at this base, maybe try and bust it with a lot of roaches, anything like that. But the Overseer came in and did see an Immortal, and it also sees all of these gateways. So it is going to be a 2-base Immortal all in, as we were theorizing earlier. And this hits really, really, really fast because he sank his initial gas, or some of his initial gas at least, into that robo facility very quickly. And even the 3 Immortals were committed to in terms of gas before a lot of these sentries were. These sentries have only just recently been warped in. So this is hitting at the 9-minute mark, where we have 11 roaches out to contend with 3 Immortals and this small force. This is going to be difficult for Jaedong. He has to evacuate some of the drones from this from the high ground, because Classic is looking to threaten. And whoa, 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 calm down. Those force fields caught some of those units so quickly in a flurry of death. 4 Immortals are with this army. Oh man, Jaedong, he's got to be scared of Classic. Classic is playing this out great. The one thing that could maybe work out for Jaedong is something like a small counterattack, but even that's not going to work out too well. This army is ferocious here from Classic. That 1 Immortal takes a little bit of damage, sure, but it doesn't even get through to the hull. It only pierces the shields. And more roaches try and flood in from either side, but Classic has a fantastic reinforcement point. Despite that pylon going down, there's still another one in bolster. The drones are going to try and come off the line to deal with this, but good force fields will block off a good chunk of that. The roaches at the back do focus down 2 of these Immortals, and this is actually a pretty good engagement for Jaedong to shut down a lot of the DPS, a lot of the firepower at the back, but there's still those 2 Immortals wailing away at some of the units on the ramp. And also there are some force fields there, so he could set up on that ramp as well. But he wants to try and kill off more and more roaches. Well, another Immortal has fallen. There's only 1 Immortal left here. If Jaedong is able to hold on, then that is an absolute amazing defense. As the Zerglings and roaches try and flood on, he's actually going to hold this. He is actually going to hold this. Classic really overstepped the mark with a bit of his force there. Had it split, and that has really come back to bite him. As roaches and Zerglings do flood on forwards to kill off the remaining Stalkers. That 1 Immortal trying to hold on strong as well. You've got to remember, though, that he did lose quite a lot of workers during that defense. He's down to 46 against 43. He lost 12 in total. So the action is going to subside for just a little bit. We have... Oh, okay, those are changelings, never mind. But the roaches trying to break down this wall means that now Classic has a very, very tough decision ahead of him. 1 force field is actually going to block out his units here, and that's not the best position at all. As all these roaches need to do is bring down these Stalkers and then have full and free reign over that mineral line for a good chunk of time. 5 workers have already died. Units in the natural, I want to call it a natural, again. And, I mean, of course, you know, these roaches, they're dying. They got 9 workers in total. But coming back to this engagement here, he'd split off some of the units up here. There were some units down here. Some of the units up here were even focusing down the layer for a while. Look at the damage that was actually done to that, which could have been done to other units if they'd have all been together. But this game is going to continue on. Oh, God, it was such a sick timing by Classic, but executed not the most amazingly. I mean, of course, some of the force fields at the beginning were really nice. But again, the separation of that force just really came back to bite him. And looks like we're going to have stage number 2 of this attack. Now, stage number 2 of this attack hits in a very, very scary manner here for Jaedong, because he had to sack a lot of his drones at that gold base. His income during all of this period hasn't been quite as strong. This pylon's going down, which looks as if he wants to actually take a 3rd base, and Jaedong's buying himself some great time. Oh, but 1 force field will catch those units, only letting 1 roach through in the end. But this lured him away from the natural, or gold base even, and he brings down the robo facility very, very quickly. And now, I mean, Jaedong's bought so much time, to the point where his +2's going to be finishing up soon. He's getting 20 roaches out at any time now. And if he takes engagements in the right spots, he is going to wrap around this army and completely bear hug it to death. This is another cool game. God, really cool game. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Intellectual Masters. Hype. Okay. So, more Zerglings and Roaches in production. He's sending a few around the back. And Classic has to be very, very careful here. Right now, the vision of Classic, he doesn't see those Roaches that could come in from the back. He's going to have to expend a lot of force fields. That small slip there through that hole in those force fields meant all of the Roaches could get the wraparound, and Jaedong will bring down Mortal after Immortal. This Gateway army is absolutely toast, and Jaedong is able to take